Dustin Long, NBC Sports. Chase, obviously a lot of great drivers in the series and great on road courses, but when one person is winning so often at this type of a discipline, I'm curious, is SVG changing the sport, or is that looking at it the wrong way because there is so much talent and there is so much competition that there's always that natural push to be better?
Yeah, I mean, there's no question he's done a fantastic job. I've always tried to give him the credit that I think he deserves for the discipline and how good he is at it, and I think that should be celebrated. I've always been a fan of, if a guy's dominating something, so what? You should, you as riders and fans, like, people should celebrate that, and then us as competitors should figure out how can we make ourselves better, to try and recapture where the bar has been set. So, he has certainly raised the bar, I think, in a lot of ways on the road courses. Why is that? He's a great talent, no question. He has a number of years of experience driving cars very similar to this, maybe not quite as heavy. I'm not sure what the weight of those cars are, but certainly from a transaxle perspective, and I think those cars are independent rear suspension as well, if I'm not mistaken. Might check on that, I'm not sure, but nonetheless, there are some similarities that I think that have helped him, make that transition into these cars. But then you look at his Xfinity success on that side. He's also very good in those cars, and that's nothing like he came from. That's why I say he's a great talent, and you shouldn't take that away either. So I think you just give credit where it's due. And I think he's a good racer. He's always raced me with a lot of respect. And from my perspective, I just want to get better and try to put myself and our team in the ballpark to go up there and run with him.